Hi everybody, my name is Shirley Decino and welcome to the Business Beast. As you've known, I haven't uploaded videos in a very long time, and it was because I had to deal with a lot of personal situations. I had 3 people in my family who contacted COVID. Unfortunately, it was my boyfriend's father, mother, and grandmother. So the situation was that my boyfriend's father went to the hospital to get a stent in his heart, but he caught COVID in the hospital and gave it to his wife and mother-in-law. And unfortunately, he passed away, and then I had to deal with dealing with his mother and his grandmother still trying to recover, and the mother is still slowly recovering. She still has a lot of coughing and things to do to recover. Excuse me while I have a sip of soda. And I had to help with the funeral arrangements for his father. So it was very, very, it took a toll. It stopped me from working. I had to help out in the household for a while, and now I decided to move. I've been in this household now since the 1st. It is now the 6th, so I've been here about 6 days, and I am trying my best to push forward. When things get in the way, you have to push forward, and it's something that I always advise people to do. Sometimes you got to get everything that needs to be done out of the way and then focus back on your businesses. So what we're going to talk about now is, if you are in America, I don't know what it's like in other countries, but if you start a business, you're supposed to get the business certified and then also get an EIN number for it, which is the Social Security number. So I'm going to make my business as an LLC, and then from there get the EIN number, which I should be doing in the next few days. And it's something that will help me get my federal grants for my businesses and also loans so that I can continue pushing forward. Things are always going to get in the way, and you have to learn how to push forward. So what I did was I helped take care of his family for a little bit and packed up my stuff and left, because I need to focus on myself. I need to focus on my businesses and growing my businesses, and I can't do that in a household that's too noisy and busy, and I can't record. I don't have any time. It's just too noisy for me. And here it's very quiet, and although I am living in my business partner's home, I'm also helping to take care of it and working on endeavors just like buying properties and things of that nature. So there's things that I'm doing besides my other business to get money and increase my income. Now, another thing that I want to talk to you guys about is because I always bring in real life situations, we have heard today that Kanye West and Kim Kardashian are still having problems within their marriage. And some people are like, well, I don't care about them. Just get to the point of business. This is business related. Unfortunately, we all know that Kanye has mental health issues. And because of those mental health issues, it manifested in issues in the marriage. So there is problems in the relationship. They're reporting that he's cheating on her, she's cheating on him. We don't know what's going on, but the main factor is that he does have mental health issues. He has outbursts. He's very hard to control, and not in a way of someone controlling you, you know, what you do, what you say, but just in the fact is that there has to be a level of privacy within that relationship. And if he's going on tangent on Twitter and on social media, there's no privacy. And it feels almost like a betrayal. And what I'm trying to show you guys is that sometimes you're not in a situation where you're famous. I'm not famous, but I don't want my significant other, my boyfriend, to go on social media and talk about our business, because it's none of anyone's business. The things that I do talk about are, things that can be talked about, because it's something that's a life lesson, and I want you guys to definitely learn. So basically, people need to learn to discern. Discerning means that you're kind of like making choices and trying to see, this is what I can talk about, this is what we don't talk about. We don't let family members into our disagreements, and we don't let outside people, let's say friends or anything like that, also into the relationship. But what happens is there's a spillover sometimes into your private life. And what I mean by this is, let's say you are getting a divorce, or you are to the point where you're breaking up if you're not divorced, or you live together and you're getting separated, whatever the situation may be. I can definitely understand feeling embarrassed. I can understand wanting some privacy, because I've had relationships where it's embarrassing as soon as you have to explain, well, we broke up. Why did you break up? Well, this happened and that happened and this happened. And then there's this person saying one thing and this person saying the other. And it's, I think, much harder to be in the public eye and have those types of situations going on. So I feel for Kim Kardashian. I feel for Kanye, because it's public, it's worldwide, and their stuff is put out there by millions of people. And of course, people like me are talking about it, and people all over the internet are talking about it. But here's the thing, it can affect finances, and I'm hoping that they did have a prenup that will definitely play out its role. Meaning they're going to have to break things down. It might take a little bit of time, because if you remember her last little short marriage that she had to Chris Humphries, they were only married a few weeks, and it took months for that to be taken care of. So can you imagine 8 or 9 years into a marriage, children, businesses? Yeezy Boost just became $1 billion corporation. Last year, I heard that Kanye was given an airplane, and I was actually watching a YouTube video of the airplane that he was given. It's a beautiful jet, it's very luxurious. So there's a lot of assets, there's a lot of things. So when I'm talking to you about this, about business, my business partner and I have talked about scenarios that might happen. They may not happen, but they might happen. Right now, I'm working on my businesses under my name and under the Business Beast, because I want to protect my name. I'm not the only Shirley Jacino. I'm the original Shirley Jacino. I'm older, but those other Shirley Jacinos are distant relatives, and I'll explain to you right now. Back when the Jacinos were exploring from country to country, there were two brothers, and these two brothers had a gigantic argument. They owned a cigar factory in Puerto Rico, and they were so mad at each other over this business, and they didn't know back then how to, have some sort of ironclad, all scenario type of contract. And they got angry, and they each one went to each side of Puerto Rico and never spoke to each other again. So the other Jacinos in Puerto Rico, they are related to me. I just don't know them. I just know the story of the two Jacino brothers. So what I'm trying to say is that if you don't have specifics in a contract when you're dealing with, even if it's just yourself and it's you making up your estate, your will, A scenario could be like, what happens if you die? Who gets what money? If you have business partners, what gets divided? Right now, I am single and I have a boyfriend. My business partner is single and he's dating, but we don't want things to get in the way of our partnership. And if something should happen to me, I know that I would want him to have some of the businesses, and then some of the businesses would go to like a charity because I don't have any children. If I'm married, obviously my spouse would have some of the businesses, but I still want certain things to go to charities, and all of that has to be ironed out. And of course, there's a situation if I should pass, if he should pass, who gets what. So all of this has to be ironed out. So in any business relationship, you got to think about what are the possibilities of something going wrong. And he didn't think about this with a couple of other, a business endeavor he had before me, where someone wanted to borrow money without asking his permission. That's also going to be in the contracts. And this is why I'm talking about Kim and Kanye, because there might be some scenarios that come up because new businesses came about after the fact that they were together. So, there was businesses that were probably in progress while they were, I don't know, the beginning stages of the relationship, or maybe a little bit after. I don't know the specifics. But if they do decide to get divorced, is going to be it might be messy. I'm not saying maybe it won't be, but there would have to be a lot of assets. There would have to be a lot of, figuring out what to do with the kids. And I know that Courtney has done a great job with trying to take care of the kids with Scott. And, sometimes they still take family vacations together, which is probably a little weird because they're not together. But, in a situation like this, you have to think about the kids. And it's also an empire with the E television station, which will now turn into Hulu. So this is why I want you guys to think about, after you build the business, how do you want the business to run? You have to have the who, what, where, why, how, all the WH questions, as they call it. So it's just something that I'm talking to you about because you need to be protected. Unfortunately, life is so unpredictable. Today, if you've watched the news, some Trump supporters rallied up and got, into the Capitol. They stormed the Capitol. They tried to take over the ballots, and it's chaos. It's a chaotic world. We don't know what's going to happen. We don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. We don't know if, we're still in the middle of this pandemic. We don't know, God forbid, there's a war in the United States and it's World War III. I am hoping not. I'm sorry I had to do the sign of a cross. If you're not Christian, I apologize, but it is just so crazy, chaotic, and unpredictable. So, best to put certain things on paper. Get it out in the open. Find out. Come up with the craziest scenarios. One of the things that my partner and I have discussed is, our families. Unfortunately, there's people in our family that are very money hungry. And if one of us was to die, would we really want all our hard work to go to someone who didn't help us, who didn't do anything for us? And, some people say, well, you're dead. You're not going to care. I believe in the soul living on. And, someone getting my hard work after I die, I'd probably come back and haunt them. I don't know if I could, but, why would I want someone to get something that I've worked so hard for? And I have worked very, very hard in the sense that I am on my computer from the time I wake up to the time that I go to sleep, working on my different businesses, taking classes, finding out new things, finding out new ways to make money. And I always tell people I am a tree. And what I don't mean a literal tree, but think of a tree. A tree has, you know, you have the tree, and then you have the branches coming out. So think about your fingers like the tree branches, and you're the trunk. Those branches are your different endeavors. They could be your family. That's one branch, and then that branches out into more things because there's different issues and things that happen within the family. Then there's another branch, and you know, that could be your personal life, you know, your vacations and things like that. Everything is planned out. Everything is supposed to be systematic. If it's chaotic, you have to figure out how to have a system in place, which I'm still working on, but you know, at least I know that I have that tree and things are starting to branch off. Then there's my businesses. There's different things within those businesses. And, you know, what we all want to do is just have that tree intact. You know, we've all seen the tree where the branches fall off. We don't want that. That's chaos to me. You know, you're a tree here, but your branches fall off because of a hurricane. You don't want that. You want something stable and secure. So also getting your life systematic and having a routine and having good habits helps. And we will talk about that as time goes on. But back to the thing of Kim and Kanye, or any celebrity divorce, or even your friends or family members getting divorced. You want to have things in place so that if something happens within your businesses, within your personal life, you are protected. So the next few weeks, getting the contracts together, working on our estates, coming up with different scenarios. One of the things that I've also discussed is that my business partner is one of my best friends, and if he should get into a relationship and she doesn't understand our friendship and our businesses, I, as a person who cares about him, will back off a little bit, but she has to understand that I have to have business meetings with him. She has to understand that, you know, business is business. We're making money, and it's not about me wanting him or him wanting me. It's about us working together to build an empire together. And you know, the most important thing is progress, making money, making sure that we're safe and stable and secure. You know, anybody who's with me or anybody who's with him has to understand that, you know, a house and businesses and things of that nature all have to be run systematically with good habits, because if not, it all comes crumbling down. And you always have to have backup plans, and that's why we have multiple sources of income, because those are our backup plans. If one business goes down the drain, you know, it's sad, it's not easy, but you know, there's other businesses. And I learned this from my parents, because at one point they had different houses and there was 11 streams of income coming in. So you have to be able to have these conversations when you're going to start a business. If you're starting a business with your significant other, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your spouse, have these conversations. Save yourself the headaches. You know, people think that things are going to last forever, but you just never know. You know, you just never know. I have even heard that J-Lo has in her prenups, she does like a cheating clause, which basically I heard that it's not legal, like it's not legally binding, but if you go to a court and something is a given, I think if there's a jury, they might take that into consideration, because I'm not a lawyer, but I'm just saying, if I heard that someone signed a contract, because to me a marriage license is basically it's a legal binding contract. You're you're saying that you're legally married. So, if it says if my significant other cheats on me, then and then wants spousal support, I'm not giving you all of my money. I'm, maybe the person doesn't make as much money as me, but they're definitely going to get a little bit, because I would be so pissed off if I, gave so much into my marriage and I'm cheated on, and I did the best I can to help create this empire, and someone cheats on me. You're not getting all my money. Sorry, you're not. Also, the situation with this is the political climate is so crazy now in the United States. But the one thing that I've been talking to my boyfriend and my business partner about, and other friends and family, is that in the end, what matters is if you surround yourself with good people. You can have differences, but why argue over something that doesn't apply to everything? And here's what I mean. Whoever is president has nothing to do with my YouTube channel or my Roku channel. Whoever is president or some sort of politician within my state has nothing to do with the way I want to wear my makeup. It doesn't have to do if I want to actually get some tips on my nails. It doesn't have to do with the house I'm going to buy. And people say, well, politics, laws, and to a certain degree, yes, but it doesn't go to every aspect of your life. And this is why I don't take it that serious. And and you've seen those Facebook posts where someone talks about something, and then all of a sudden someone makes it into something political, and it just changes the entire subject, and it talks about this politician and that politician and this president and this person and that person, and it has nothing to do with the subject. So it's like, if you're talking about baseball and you're talking about two different teams, why are you bringing up the political climate? There's so many different things to talk about. There's so many different things that you have the freedom of doing that has nothing to do with politics. And, this is my opinion. Of course, there's going to be people that say, but politics has to do with life. To me, it doesn't. If I want to wear a blonde wig, how is that political? Why would anyone make that political? Sometimes the way that a person wears their hair, people might think that it's culturally appropriation, but in my opinion, you're allowed to wear your hair the way you want. It's your brain that's thinking about the way to wear your hair. And some people think that, you don't know what you're talking about. You're just a crazy white girl. Actually, I'm not. I'm Latina. I just happen to have European ancestors, but my parents were born in Puerto Rico. So I can have an opinion about something, because Puerto Ricans are a mixture of the Puerto Rican Indians and black slaves that made the Puerto Rican culture. So I do have my opinions about the black and Latino community, because I am a mixture of that. And I may not look like it, but I am. I can speak Spanish, I can read it, and I'm not so good at writing it because of those little indents and stuff, but I do try to watch some Spanish stuff or on TV, or some Spanish songs. I listen more to English. I feel like English is my dominant language, but I can speak Spanish. And, you know, what does this have to do with business? Because people want to make everything either political or financial. And sometimes it's just not all political or financial. It's almost like you watch a TV show and you're talking about the TV show, but then someone will talk about the production. And you're thinking, I just want to watch the show and enjoy it. And, you know, that's it. I don't want to get into the whole situation of the actors and the actors' lives and the whole story about them behind the scenes or whatever. I just want to enjoy what I'm watching, you know, and I don't want things to always be so serious. So I'm trying not to make this channel very serious, but there's going to be times when things crisscross and go into the other, and because it's life, you know, you will be sometimes, you know, dealing with your finances and your business, and then next thing you know, something kind of crosses into it. It's your family, your friends, or you know, how do you deal with that? I, at the moment, do not want to have anything get in my way. I kind of had to step back a little bit, but I never gave up on it. You know, I was growing the few videos that I had up, and now I'm working on a few, and they'll get better. If you don't like this, I understand completely. I'll be working on more material. But I also wanted to make things a little bit fun. Now that we talked about Kim and Kanye, you know, how I see myself as the tree with the trunk, with the different branches, and how I don't want all the branches to fall apart and be a bare tree and, you know, just a stump there. Because I feel like when you're in chaos, that's what you are. That's, I think, why they say you're stumped, because you are just a stump. There's no leaves. There's no life to it. And I hope for the best for Kanye West and Kim Kardashian. I hope for the best for anybody who's going through a terrible breakup, or you know, if your business partnership is breaking up and you're arguing, you know, I hope that you guys really do have everything corrected and can, you know, do your very, very best with all of this, because it's not easy. I get it. But it's also a life lesson, and if you decide to get married again, have another partnership, start another business, protect yourself. That's all I'm going to say. So now, let's try doing something a little bit different in the channel. I have an unboxing to do, and I wanted to show you guys. So this is from one of my favorite products. It's called INH Hair. I usually get my ponytail extensions. This is my real hair this time. The ponytail extension that I had was actually the same color, but it was longer and much more fuller. As you can see, my hair looks a little bit less thin, and it's because I don't have the extensions on, and my bangs grew out. So I have a knife here because I cannot find, I just moved, so I cannot find the scissor. And I want to let you guys know that I really, really, really enjoy this particular type of company. I love them. They made the ponytail, an extremely long ponytail for Ariana Grande in one of her campaigns, and it was a ponytail that was really, really, really super long, and I have that ponytail as well. So let's see here. Let me put this down. Okay. What I had gotten is, this is called the Waver. I've actually ordered another one from another company because the this one is like the medium or smaller waves that you can do. And this is called a blow dryer brush, which I need because I don't know how to blow dry my hair. I get it professionally done. And how the heck do you open this? Let's see. So, okay, this looks like it's really pretty. It's supposed to be a peach color, but it looks pink, which I love. That's my favorite color. So basically what you do is you move the temperatures. I see 1, 2, I guess it's off. Okay, off, cool, low, and high. I'm guessing I'm going to put it in high because I really want it to blow out very quickly. And what you do is that I thought it'd be rounder. It's more like an oval shape. But what you would do, it has 2 different types of bristles, short bristles and because of the ceramic, I don't know if you can see this. Might not, I think you can see it there. It has short bristles and then the taller bristles. The ceramic is supposed to be very good for your hair because it's like the metal going with the heat that actually gives you shine. So I definitely want to try this. It looks so cute. I love it. I love the color. It's supposed to be peach, but it looks pink. So definitely INH. Love you guys. Hoping for a possible collab someday. I'm just gonna put this to the side. Okay, so that's the blowout brush. Love the color. And this is called the Waver. And it's supposed to give you mermaid waves. So, oh, it's so cute. Again, this is like a peach color, but it looks pink, which I love. It's my favorite color. It's like a pale pink. So what you would do is take, it's not on because I just opened it up. You would take the thing and go like this, and it makes a wave. And I'm seeing that you press a button here, I guess, for the different temperatures, and I think it tells you the temperature there, and it comes with the pink glove so you don't burn yourself. I actually am ordering from another company called Mermaid Hair, and there is a waver bigger than this one. So I plan on getting that one and comparing it. This is supposed to be like smaller waves, and the other one is much bigger. It doesn't tell you how big. And it comes with the manufacturer's warranty. So I definitely want to make another video showing you the products. And I know a couple of you guys are a little bit curious. My shirt says, my sweater says Barbie. I got this from a girl on Instagram called Stylish Vianney. Her name is Vianey. So I'll link it below if you guys want to know about her. My eyelashes are from Moxie Lash. I actually bought the 10-piece magnetic one, but it broke. So I definitely like, this is the 5 magnetic. So thank you so much for joining, and if you're watching me on YouTube, please subscribe, give this a like, give your opinions, let me know what your opinion is on the state of the relationships, things getting in the way of your businesses, family getting in the way, pushing forward. Let me know your opinions on, style and hair and makeup. Let me know the difference or your opinions with, I don't want to know your opinion on just politics, but how do you think, how can it not get in the way of life? How can it not get in the way of people storming into the Capitol and demanding their way? Is there a better way of doing things? I always tell you guys that there's more than 3 solutions to a problem. And it's as easy, well, not easy, but it's as simple as taking a piece of paper and writing down your problem. Sometimes you can ask other people, or sometimes you can just go on your web search browser, whether it be Google or any other one in another country, and asking the search engine a solution to the problem, and trying to find different ways of looking at it. If you were this person, how would you approach it? Ask friends. Sometimes you can't take advice from friends, but sometimes it's nice to know different points of view. And if you're open, don't argue, you can find the solution to a lot of problems. And no problem is forever. So that's about it. I hope you guys enjoyed the topics that we talked about today, and give me your opinions. Please be kind. Please be nice. Please be respectful. Don't use, a lot of bad words or anything. And let me know, again, your opinions on all these different topics, because I love to learn from people. And who knows, you can teach me a thing or two. If I don't know something, I love learning from you guys. Take care. Remember to give this a thumbs up and to give me your opinions. Have a good day. And for all you business bees, take care.